Bit rainy outside at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
You looking forward to this then today?
I wonder if it's going to be like yesterday, a barrage of wind and rain.
Doesn't look as bad at the moment, does it? But it might well be, I suspect. So we've got a bit of a hike over to King's house today. Looking forward to that?
Yeah.
The Inveroran hotel where we stayed last night. Just about to set off. Looking back down the road to the pub. On the way in yesterday we saw some deer outside the pub. It's the river heading into Lochyside that we could see last night. And this is the way we're headed. The Inveroran hotel is just behind those trees on the right. That's the hill we came down yesterday evening. Lochyside ahead. Done a bit of a winding semicircle so far. This is the direction we're headed. There's a slight bit of shelter from the wind, if not the rain, here on the bridge. This is a good bit. So we must have come half a mile or best part of from the hotel. This is the last building we're going to see for a while, the Forest Lodge over Rannoch Moor shortly. The Drove Road to Glen. It's actually the old military road again. In fact, this road here is the replacement for the old military road that runs further up the hill. This is the road built by Thomas Telford in 1803. The view back. Snow-capped mountains in the hazy cloud. Oh, it is wild today. Enjoying it so far? Oh, this is nice. The rain's almost stopped now. It's just very faint. Little breather, I'm sure it'll be on again soon. Oh, we just had a 5-minute break sitting down in the trees up there, but it's very cold today to sit around. Getting on our way again. Okie dokie, ready to go?
Done.
This is the edge of Rannoch Moor. We'll be doing this section of the walk for the next 2 days here. Oh, this is wild now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is now.
What do you reckon to this?
It's good, isn't it?
There's the trail going away. You know, we've got King's house tonight where we're staying, and that's just on its own really.
Yeah.
But until we get to Kinlochleven, it's just like this really, out over the open barren moorlands. Just come to another one of these rare plantations, offering a tiny degree of shelter from the wind. God. I think the last one of these is about halfway through the day, and then it really will be open all the rest of the way. Seem to be going alright so far? Keeping it up?
Yeah.
Good weather for it, eh? Bit wild today. What about this, eh? Yeah, it is rather. Look at that. This is really hard going now. It's absolutely lashing it down with ice cold rain. We're both soaked through completely and utterly to our lowest layer. Even our waterproof socks have completely given up. It's pretty cold too. The views aren't quite what they should be. You can just about make out these magnificent mountains. And it's a long, hard 10-mile slog to the finish. Just emptying our shoes of water, I think, and socks here. Wringing our socks out, yes. That was your inner sock, that was, yeah. This is about the toughest day I've ever had on the trail, I think, weather-wise. Maybe individual days out I've had worse, but I mean, it's all very well they say, you know, there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing, but when you have all the latest high-tech waterproof 100% sealed gear and it's totally soaked through, I don't know what you're supposed to do. That is bad weather then, I think. There's a little lake over there on top of this hill. I think this is the high point of the day here. So it's just a long downhill, a few miles to King's house now, through this driving icy rain. I think this is it now, the last 2 miles at the end of the day. Oh, this has been really tough today, hasn't it? Okay, you ready for this one last big effort then? Come on then, let's go. We're nearly there now. You can see a cottage down there, and beyond that is the pub. And it's actually eased up now, it's just faint rain after that driving stuff. Totally soaked through. This has been a tough one today. I don't know what I had to say, it was easing a bit. It's been horrific coming down there, isn't it? This is a good bit coming up as well. Have you seen this?
Oh, what?
Go on then, you go first. Finally made it. Just listen to it out there. It's literally like gale force winds out there, isn't it? Look at the state of us. It's supposed to be waterproof socks, these. Get a couple of rings out. What about your ordinary socks? Are they nice and dry?
No.
Oh.
3:38.
3:38. This must be an all-time
that is
record.
There we go. I might sit down to this actually. Oh, no. Oh god. I hope this is a good place after last night as well. Oh no. You on the door. There you go, number 2. I won't bother with the rest. That's supposed to be a waterproof sock as well.
So we arrived here at a record time. How about that? King's House. What do you make of this place then?
Wow, the view is fantastic.
Let's have a look. Down Glen. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? Look at that.
The actual room.
That's the room, the verdict on the room.
Yeah,
Mm.
quite disappointed really.
90 quid. It's like, what would you say? It's like something you'd think,
50s.
yeah, like a bed and board in Blackpool.
Yeah.
Probably looks better at a glimpse, but when you start to notice, I mean, doesn't
the
it
way
break?
it's finished, it's just a bit.
We haven't got an ensuite. We haven't even got a private room. There was someone
No.
queuing up after you'd been in the toilet. Great.
Here, it's not really brilliant, is it?
Just going to make a cup of tea, so this is good, isn't it?
Great.
We haven't got any complimentary biscuits or anything, have we, this time?
No.
No, we've got a Tetley's or a Nescafe, I think, instant.
Nescafe.
Yeah, after a day like that, I mean, that is probably the worst weather I've ever walked in, with the exception of when I went to the Lake District. You know, I stayed at Dufton in 2009, January. I was up mountains when it was snowing and stuff like that. But today was the next worst, I think, after that. Because it was just icy driving around. I mean, it was a lot worse than I was able to record because, of course, most of the time it was just not possible to get the cameras out. But, you know, you think, oh, coming here, at least, you know, 90 quid is going to be a bit of luxury. I was quite looking forward to watching the golf yesterday, but today I thought, well, at least I've got the final day. I've got a TV in the room.
Right.
Got some world-class drying facilities here as well. You do actually have a little radiator. Look at that windowsill, that's class, and they've bothered to fix that. Well, they're going to some year. Yeah, let's hope the breakfast is good.
Fingers crossed. It's really good that, isn't it, on the floor?
It's wonderful.
Very safe.
Yeah, I think so. Well, what would you expect from this sort of thing? Yeah, the bar itself looked alright, didn't it, in here, to be fair?
Yeah.
Of course, you don't know what the food's like. The food was nice this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually.
Microscopic portion. I was tempted by the beans on toast option or the poached egg on toast, but I went for sausage, bacon and egg.
Yes.
Wow. And we took some toast.
Oh yeah.
We might have that as a treat, surely. Some toast. So it's been 8 hours old toast.
Cold toast.
I was going to phone Dad, of course, because I haven't been able to text him. No signal around here, no mobile. But the payphone's out of order.
Yeah. Great.
So it's a couple of hours later. We were just going to have our cup of tea now. we noticed, well, apart from the awful spoons, look at that one, how cheap is that?
It's really bad.
It's like a piece of flat metal with sharp
Pressed,
edges.
yeah.
But yeah, the mugs, one of them hasn't even been washed up. It's got a sediment in the bottom. And it's got stains on the outside. And we're currently washing the glasses with boiled water because they were horribly stained. This mug hasn't even been washed. There's something at the bottom of that. You can see it there and feel it. There's stains on it, and this has been left in our room.
Not seem to even fit properly, this thing.
The plug doesn't fit in the socket correctly.
No, it's a bit of a gap. Don't really want to touch it.
Oh, great. What's that? What is it?
It's like metal.
It's a piece of metal just lying on the floor. That little bit of litter that we found down on the floor was actually plugging a hole in the carpet, one of several, and when you removed it there was a bloody big spider in the hole. That's disgusting. I had to pour boiling water on it. So this is our shared bathroom now, shared with many other people. Someone was queuing up behind Tina. Look at this window, it's really nice, isn't it, in here? God, that fan's as grimy as anything. But the ceiling is peeling. That's not a design, that's just peeling. Look at that light. Ugh, mouldy as hell. Yeah, I think this place might be getting a bit of a note of complaints, don't you, at some point?
Yeah. These hooks are quite weird as well. You can't take them off the rail.
Yeah.
Neck hanger.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to steal a hanger, would you? They're locked on there onto that rail. That light there is a bit grim, isn't it? So try putting that thing on there. Doesn't work either. Good one. It's the shaving light. Oh, that light is the highlight, isn't it? Literally, as well. God, I thought the crown was bad in Horton in Ribblesdale. This is something else.
We've got this other light, but it's a bit wonky.
It's loose, isn't it, on the wall?
Yeah.